Hiya, and welcome back to Where the Demon Lurks, the game that teaches us that toast will always be the bestie. Anyways, let's just hop right in. Would have set it to toast, but there weren't any toast specific. There weren't any toast specific characters. Hang in there, Kobu, we're coming. Now, don't panic. All of this, you wave a hand around the space in front of you, is just an illusion. Maybe if I just slap myself awake, I can get out. No, maybe a little harder? Ugh, okay, so that's not going to work. You place a trembling hand on what seems to be your desk. The solidness of the furniture is real, but something's different about this desk. You raise your ears to something crawling around behind you. Your insides are in knots. I've got to get out of here. You sprint towards the door, slamming through with your shoulder, only to end up back in the same room. Huh? You jump after hearing the door behind slam shut. Looking at the ceiling, you raise and shake your fist. Is that all you got? The looping room is a hack trick by today's standards. The desk flies towards you. Instinctively, you raise your right to summon a portal. No. What? Your brain fails to register what has changed. A second ago, the table is heading towards you. Now it's in pieces behind you with your right arm beneath the rubble. Ah! Sheets of paper fall out from the stump. My arm! Your body tries to keep down your lunge, but you can't help falling to your knees in pain as it spreads fast from the stump. The pain paints your face a deep shade of red. Your torso and legs spasm out of control as you crumple to the floor. Pain threatens to overwhelm your senses. No, don't give in. It's just a trick. It's not real. Exactly. In your moment of mounting fears, Nox's words from your younger years ring clear in your mind.
Do you consider pain an emotion? It is rooted in the biology of mortals, but its effects can be felt in the soul. Those of us who engage in mental torture aim to draw to pain to enhance our powers. So, if you're up against a mental torturer, you'd be wise to not give them what they seek so easily.
I have way too much fun with Nox's voice. You scowl at the ceiling as you force yourself back up. You're going to need to take more than an arm to make me break. With your declaration, your arm reappears. The bleeding stops, but your arm feels heavier to lift. What the? A massive pool of darkness appears on the floor. Two figures rise, Amare and Nox, or what looks like them. They make a grab for your arms and start pulling you into the pool.
You were never Demon Lord.
Hang on, let me just...
You were never Demon Lord material. Just a Nepo baby that couldn't even handle sitting in Daddy's big chair.
You fucked up millions of employees. What's one more life going to hurt, right?
Shut the fuck up! You heave your arms away and push the shadows back. They stand aside, glaring and waiting. You could have gone for anything. And you chose to call me names. You shake your head. I'm embarrassed to even call this mental torture. I mean, hello? You just freaked me out with a missing limb and you followed up in no time with all this. You wave your arms around the room before jabbing a finger towards the creatures. They look at each other then back at you. Furthermore, now that I look at it, this whole space, it's cheap! You shove the shadows aside as you march to your alleged table. This! You tap on the furniture. This is plastic! It looks like my desk, but you sure as heck didn't research the scene enough. Hello, this is Torture 101! Are you taking this seriously? That's not even half of it. What is this? You storm to the right to a bookcase to draw out a book labeled book. You storm to the right to a bookcase to draw out a book labeled book, but the instant your hand touches the item, the entire background topples like a theater prop shoddily set up. You gotta be kidding me. I take it back. This is torture because I've got to stand here and be faced with this. You gesture at the shadows with both hands open. With a deep breath, you summon your inner critic. Subpar, lazy, uninspired, cheap, excuse of a dungeon. You should be ashamed.
Enough!
Hang on. A deep, menacing voice comes out of the one that resembles Amare. Your chest fills with a small amount of pride that you've managed to antagonize the spirit of the hotel.
Shut up, shut up, shut up! Do you think this is easy? I'm trying to steal this hyena's body, but it's stupidly tied to a stupid soul. I don't need a little snack like you blabbering my other ear. Once I get that stupid hyena's body, I'm going to personally rip you apart with my bare hands.
He once toasts somebody? You glare back at the shadow. You leave Toast and his body alone. Oh, hiya, welcome.
But that's not his now, is it?
You bare your teeth as you step back.
I saw through his memories of when he got this somebody. Truly a special vessel for my needs.
Go inhabit a roadside carcass, you thief.
Oh, but a washed-out demon such as you should know that that's no good. A dead body cannot hold a soul, nor can a living body have more than one occupant for too long. That's why...
One that looks like Nox twists his lips into a gleeful smile and floats forward.
You actually care for that measly ghost, Whereas no, you all are as stupid as him for coming here. Like moths to a flame, I'll consume all of you when I finally uproot myself from this concrete prison!
Ha! Here, we thought you liked it here. All the souls you can feed on. What's wrong? Did we scare you?
I escaped the underworld after hundreds of years of torture. You runts are less capable, they're less than nothing to me. You should be thanking me for sparing your miserable lives from the incoming war.
War? What war? You're not going to get away with this. We're breaking out of here and you're... Ah! Suddenly, you plummet from another shadowing pool that appears beneath. Fear grabs you by the throat, silencing you. The shadows laugh maniacally from above. You're trapped. The sides of your surroundings feel like wood against your fingertips. A coffin. Am I dead? Your heart leaps out of your chest like someone is stabbing you with an ice-cold knife. Desperation leads you to kick the side of the coffin. Failing at that, you push and scratch against the coffin lid. Still nothing. Hey! No answer. You feel like the space around you is... You feel the space around you rising like people lifting the coffin. No, no, no! I'm alive!
It's time to drink
Let
water.
me out! Overwhelming
It's time to drink
terror
water.
drowns you. The fact that this is a trick
time
of
to
the
drink
ghost
water.
doesn't concern you. Even in the darkness, you can sense your vision
It's
is
time to
failing
drink
you.
water.
It's getting harder to breathe. Your arms and legs are losing energy by the second. No, not like this. The space around you feels like it's shrinking. The coffin stops moving. You feel on your back the coffin hitting something hard. Where am I? This is where I should be. Your own voice reverberates through the surroundings. As familiar as it is, the monotone nature of the voice makes it feel so alien to you and at the same time a part of you. This is a trick! You're not getting to me! This is the truth. I don't deserve to be. You scream into the void to try to stop your thoughts from being broadcasted out. The pitter-patter of dirt knocks on top of the coffin. Did they put me in the ground already? No, please. Pa, Toast, anyone, please! There's no use in trying. What can I even do? Your hands reach out, pressing against the coffin lid, but there's little to no strength left in you. I can't. Please, someone help! No one would come. Why would they? After all I've done, I don't deserve to be saved. Shut up, shut up! Frustration mounts as you struggle to rein in your own thoughts. As much as you tell yourself this is all the ghost's trick, your resistance falters as you recognize every dark thought is something you've longed to try to keep at bay. Dread seeps in as your doubts bubbles to the surface. So this is how it ends. I die, and I fail everyone. My failures are my legacy. Your heartbeat slows, memories of your past mistakes take center stage. All the wrong documents you signed, every failed project, and the faces of everyone you've let down. King's solemn expression comes into view. Maybe this is better. If I'm gone, you'll be free. I'm sorry. For everything. Maybe if I wasn't a demon, I could have had a short but sweet life. I wish I could start fresh. And just be a regular guy with you. Silence falls. No more thoughts. No more feelings. Nothing.
Where am I?
That voice.
Kobu? Now we gotta get back to him. Kobu!
Toast, I'm here. Toast!
Kobu, please, where are you?
His voice fades away.
Toast!
What does it matter? Toast never cared about me.
No. No!
Urgency and vigor fills your lungs. Your hands fold into fists and you punch the top of the coffin. The entire world seems to shake in response.
If he didn't care, he wouldn't have followed me to this point. He wouldn't have made that promise with me. Yeah!
Okay, Dragon Ball Z. You raise both your knees to press against the top. You launch into another punch. I'm lying to myself. I'm just forcing him to be with me.
Damn right I am. I'm a burden. I want people to care about me.
The shaking grows in intensity. You punch again as hard as you can.
No matter what, because Gary be damned, Toast matters to me.
With one powerful thrust and the hardest punch you can throw, the top flies open and you stumble into a restaurant. What? Where am I now? Outside in the fake forest, the massive tree that holds Toast and Kobu rumbles.
I don't like the sound of that. What's our plan here?
Obviously, we free both of them.
That goes without saying, but how do we exercise all of this?
I have a plan, but it'll have to wait until they're both free. Lucian raises an eyebrow.
What? You have some anti-ghost warhead in your pocket?
Something like that, but I need all of you out here to use it. Now let's do this. The angel focuses his power into his hands and conjures his bow and arrow. He takes aim at the sphere that holds Kobu. Morris stands next to Lucian and summons a fireball in his hand. Ready? Fire! Their attacks land a direct hit at the prison that holds Kobu. A tuft of smoke erupts from the attack and the prison cracks a little.
Whoa.
The ground shakes and the roots of the tree rip themselves off the earth and flail about, forming a net of tentacles.
We made him mad. Morris, look out!
Lucian fires another shot behind the boar. His arrow pins the faceless corpse that tried to attack Morris. The exorcist readies his fireballs again.
We've got company.
More of the corpses begin to unearth themselves from beneath the tree and circle on the duo. The one shot by Lucian flails about trying to approach them, but remains rooted to the tree.
Well, now we know where all those missing customers went.
Don't be distracted. Focus on freeing Kobu. I'll cover for you.
You cover me. That's a joke if I ever heard one. I'll cover you.
They blast the corpses that faced them. Morris casts magic onto the ground, causing a column of fire erupting from the earth, knocking the corpses back. Don't argue with me. I can only buy so much time, and you're the one with more power right now, so shoot the tree. Morris grabs his bandaged forearm. He bites the underlip before shaking his head. On the other side, Lucian looks to the tree's core where Toast's body resides, and at Kobu's prison up above. The angel draws his weapon and aims it right between the tentacle roots. He has a clear shot of Toast's head.
That prison Toast is in, it's way more guarded than Kobu's. Wouldn't be too far-fetched to assume they want that hyena. I have half a mind to just wipe him out now, and save us the trouble.
Hey, that's an expensive piece of equipment. Plus, you don't know who the ghost really wants. Lucian groans and aims at Kobu's prison.
But if he's out of the way, Kobu would see reason again to go with my plan.
The angel aims back at Toast. That's not what Kobu wants! But... one of the corpses leaps above the flames towards Morris. The boar widens his stance and casts a miniature tornado, blowing the foe away with a spin. 2 more corpses walk through the flame walls, setting themselves ablaze. Even though the magic forces them to slow down, they do not halt their approach. Morse casts another massive gust of wind to blow them all back. Lucian! Lucian growls. He aims a shot at Kobu's prison, right where their combined attack last made a crack in the prison's armor. Ugh. Fine. But once we're all out of this, I have a few choice words for that ghost for all of this trouble. He fires his arrow. You find yourself in a diner filled with faceless mannequins dressed like they would regular people. Ugh. Creepy. A heavy miasma covers the place, producing a foul sensation that makes you want to choke. The fur on your metaphorical body stands on end as you sense the ghost's presence more strongly here. Being present in this space, there is a sense of familiarity and a thin veil of caution like you would have in a friend's home. You deduce this is Toast's mind. Amidst the mannequins, you spot Toast's back in the middle row. You make your approach. Your ears catch wind of his conversation with someone.
PB, this is great. Mi hermanito is going to become a lawyer, closing cases and looking out for the little guy. Soon you'll be rubbing it with the big wigs.
PB? You gasp. Toast is talking to a mannequin dressed in plain clothes. He thinks that's his brother. The ghost must have... Ugh! Waves of energy emanate from the mannequin. You think yourself insane when you hear a voice. Here's to that, hermano. It's us against the world. You hold the side of your head. The impersonate's voice is thick with sarcasm and malice.
Yeah, PB and Toast. We're going to own this town and finally, Nuestro Tio will have his dream come true too.
Yes, soon we'll have everything we desire.
Here, here, oh, your cup's empty. Let's have more beer.
There's nothing on that table. You reach out and shake Toast by the shoulder.
What the? Kobu, what are you doing here?
Turns back to his supposed brother and leaps out of his seat.
You're not PB!
All the other mannequins rise at the same time and face you both. Then in unison, they emit a powerful wave, forcing you to clog your ears. What's wrong, brother?
PB.
You grab Toast by the wrist and pull him out of the diner. Mannequins try and grab hold of you both, only to freeze midway.
What the heck is going on?
No time to worry, let's go! With a strong pull, you force Toast to run with you. Stepping out of the diner, the world is pitch black. Even the ground you're running on feels unreal. But still, you advance, guided by nothing but your hope to find a way out. The diner shrinks away as the distance between the two of you and the building grows. Toast keeps turning back towards the building he was in, frowning in thought.
Where are we going? I can't see shit in all this.
Neither can I. Damn it, I need a light. Toast, this is your mind. Can't you think of some place with a light?
I mind? How the heck do I do that?
Just think of a place you want to be.
Okay,
I swear to God. Oh. A drab, cold room now presents itself to you. Standing side by side, you look to Toast for answers as to where you are, but the look of horror on his face worries you. Toast?
This is Miogar. It's the old apartment unit PB and I lived in before.
Did you mean to bring us here?
I don't know.
He walks around the room. His hand grazes the living room tablecloth. He smiles meekly until he notices the backpack on the chair. Sound of a doorknob rattling makes you turn quickly.
I remember this. It was just like this that day.
The hyena makes his way to the door. Toast? No, that could be a trap. Don't! An invisible wall falls between the two of you. You kick, shout, and bang against your invisible cage, but fail to reach him. You are reduced to an observer to the events before you. Toast reaches the door and grabs the doorknob. From the back of his jeans, he pulls out a gun. You watch, startled that he even had that. He acts as though the last few minutes of events have never occurred. The hyena breathes heavily. His eyes are wide with fear. He covers his mouth as he leans in close to the door. Thomas, the door's stuck. Open up.
What the fuck?
Toast mouths to himself before opening the door to reveal a faceless figure.
Get in here!
The hyena pulls the person in and shuts the door before locking it back up. On instinct, you assume this is the ghost hotel again, but you don't pick up its presence like you did before. Even the way this faceless figure moves is too animated to be an act. You could only guess that this is what PB looked like to Toast, or what's left of his memory of him. Toast rushes back to the backpack with the figure following behind. As he does so, he throws nervous glances at the person. Why are you here? I told you to take the bus out of town. You really expected me to just follow some phone call at the restaurant with no explanations. I was freaking worried when I got that call. I had to come. Now you're holding a gun. Are you? Eso no es lo que parece. I think. Stacks of money and bullets suddenly appear on the table. Toast packs them hurriedly into the backpack. ¿De dónde salió todo este dinero? Tomes, explícate. Me prometiste que ya no te involucrarías con mierdas de pandilleros. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I don't know how to speak Spanish. I'm doing my best. Demonio cielo estoy es solo que uno de mis tipos jodió un trabajo. Okay. Así que tuve que fianzarlo. PB grabs his hair and pulls at them. Dios mío, idiota! That was none of your business anymore! Toast finishes packing up all his money and slings the bag over his shoulder. Ellos serán mi equipo. ¿Qué esperabas que hiciera? Esperaba que nos eligieras sobre ellos. No puedo tener un hermano pandillero siendo un abogado. Eso sería suicidio laboral. Si no te importaba eso, al menos siquiera pensaste que pasaría si algo salía mal. Toast looks at his brother, then quickly avoids his non-existent eyes without saying a word. Mierda. Algo salió si salió mal. Solo deja de hablar. Tenemos que irnos antes de que. A loud slam roars from the entrance. Oh my god, thank you for the follow! The door flies open to reveal a tall, looming figure cloaked in shadows. Get back! The figure moves with purpose, gun at the ready. Just as Toast aims to take a shot, the figure fires first into his stomach. Thomas! You scream, but nothing comes out of your mouth. Trembling, Toast tries to ready his gun, but the figure snatches it and kicks the hyena in the face. PB crouches down with his hand up, standing in between the assailant and his brother. Stop! You don't have to do this! Click. You hold your breath. Your body won't move as much as you want to reach out to them. The gun is pointed at PB. No, don't! He has nothing to do with this! It all happened so fast. The flash of the gun, the scent of gunpowder in the air. In seconds, Toast's brother falls to the ground. PB! A shot at Toast's head and the hyena's body falls limp. The shadow's form blows away, revealing another Toast holding the gun. Que la parca tenga piedad de sus almas. The Toast with the gun fires 2 more shots into the siblings' bodies. He then turns to you. You're instantly startled. The gun in his hand disappears, and so do the bodies on the floor. Toast? You realize the force that kept you at bay is lifted. He doesn't answer. Even though he's looking at you, his eyes seem distant. Slowly, the colors in his pupils return. He frowns as a teardrop falls down his cheek. It was all my fault. I killed PB. Toast. As you reach out for him, a black hole behind his feet. The 4 ropes-like arms reach out from the hole and wrap themselves around Toast, obscuring his entire face as they drag him down below. Grab Toast's legs with both arms and pull as hard as you can. There you are. The ghost! Here I thought I lost my precious ticket out of here when that stupid angel and boar started attacking my body. Let him go, he isn't yours. You think he wants to go with you? He's already given up. The Toast's body makes no effort to resist the portal's pull. Toast, hang on, you can't let yourself get taken. Toast! You grip onto Toast for dear life. The pull of the ghost's grip feels like you are tugging against an entire army. Come back to me, Toast, come back! It's useless. His soul's mine. You're dragged into the hole. Your hands are dipped into darkness. Still, you plant your feet against the floor. Your claws dig deep into the wooden floorboards. Your body slowly seeps into the vortex. Every passing second, you feel yourself fading away. Tears build up in your eyes. You're wasting your tears over a killer, a thief, a bastard of a brother. Even he knows he's not worth saving. Shut up! I'm not letting go. I'm not losing you too. The End laughs maniacally. You lose touch of your grip, but you still hang on. You promised me. You made a bacon promise, and I'm not letting you go until you meet PB again. Toast! What? Just then you feel Toast's hand gripping your wrist. You pull as hard as you can. Slowly, Toast's form rises from the depths.
No! This isn't supposed to happen!
The tendrils struggle to take their victim. A faint glow surrounds Toast's form. Where the tendrils touch, they burn away and his glow brightens. Don't let go! Yeah! Outside, Morris struggles over the battle of attrition. Every corpse he sends away comes back together and more persistent. His insides burn as the beast he's been trying to keep at bay inches closer to escaping as his magic runs out. Lucian! I can't hold much longer. Two corpses rush at Morris. They grab hold of him and one of them bites it deep into his shoulder. Get off me! A tower of fire erupts around Morris, burning and launching corpses away. He gasps for air as he reaches his limit. Lucian, on the other side, finds drawing his bow becomes harder against the horde. His attacks feel like he's chinking at a boulder with a toothbrush, but he sees the crack and Kobu's prison will finally give. Hang on, man. Stand with dignity. We're getting through this. With a long pull, he lets loose his arrow. It flies and hits the deepened crack. The fissure enlarges and the whole room shakes. The surrounding corpses stop in their tracks and let loose a ghastly wail. Is this supposed to happen? I don't know. The tree's branches flail about as though it's in pain. Toast's prison begins to glow white. That thing's going to blow! Get down! They run in the opposite direction as the entire tree breaks apart as it explodes, releasing tremendous soul energy. And it's a green screen. Lucian and Morris evade the brunt of the blast and are quick to get back up. Oh no, Kobu! Toast! Now as the smoke clears, you and Toast emerge from the dust. Guys! Are you alright? Shaken, but still intact. And you? I'm totally fine, never better. Never butter. Yes, he's the same as ever. Oi, how's that the same? You insolent bugs! That thing's still standing. Where the enemy tree once stood, now stands a shadowy form of Toast's body. That thing looks like me! Wait, does that mean I'm the fake? Now is not the time for that. A shockwave of magical energy erupts from the figure, though considerably weaker than before. You do not let your guard down. You dare come into my domain and dare rob me of my powers. You don't know who you're messing with, you cretin. Hold your tongue or I'll gladly pin it to a tree. You think I'm afraid of you, of any of you? There are literal monsters in this town ready to tear heaven and hell asunder. You're all just waiting for the grave, but not me. I will A ghostly fist hits the spirit right in his gut. It fades away upon making an impact. Look to your side and see Toast in a fighting stance. His arm thrown straight out in the same angle as the straight fist. Yakalate! The hyena throws an array of punches in the air. Oh wait, Yakayate. Each strike is followed by a flying fist hitting the ghost in the body and face. Lucian draws his arrow and Morris chants a spell using several of his talismans. With one strong uppercut, the end is flung upwards into the air. Lucian fires his arrow in time, it pierces the foe and pins him to the top of the tree. Morris finishes his incantation and a bolt of lightning descends from the heavens, striking the foe. No! The imposter explodes, causing the room to shake as though an earthquake struck. A blinding light quickly engulfs the forest as a thunderous roar deafens throughout. A familiar sensation watches over you. Soul energy. Your friends turn back and make a mad dash away from the explosion. Toast leaps forward and grabs you, seemingly to shield you from the blast. As the light envelops you, a single thought occupies your mind. I didn't do anything cool in the big finale. God damn it, Kobu. You feel your body being shaken. Sir, are you alright, sir? What? Your eyes flutter awake. The male receptionist from earlier is looking down at you with concern. Turning to the side, Toast is getting up. The receptionist helps you up to your feet. Where am I? This is the reception area, sir. Your friends are here too. You look past the receptionist and see Lucien and Morse to your right also being helped up by the female receptionist. Toast groans. Dude, I'm exhausted. It looks like I'm dead all over again. Lucien and Morse join you while the sister walks over to her brother. Lucien keeps Morse between him and the male receptionist. He whispers to you. Before we celebrate, are you sure these two mortals aren't holding some trace of that spirit in them? I don't sense his presence. Same. They both bow at you all. We are sorry for what happened to your group. We had no control of ourselves the entire time. When it came to, oh goodness, I'm so ashamed we played any part in that ghost's plans. It's not your fault. A spirit at that level could have possessed any strong-willed person. If only we'd known sooner, maybe we could have done something. We don't even know when he started making a nest here. We only started suspecting something was wrong when our guests were complaining of falling ill during their stay. Remember, we suspected a staff member was involved in all of this. Then my memory is foggy. Yeah, mine too. Like, the past 6 months have been nothing but a blur. Hope the other staff members left before anything worse happened. The board glances away for a moment before readjusting his tie. I suggest you both don't think too much about this. Ghosts are capable of great cruelty and when left unchecked, would turn into what you all just experienced. That's a terrifying prospect. Really makes me worry about how I will be after death. That said, I won't say all who turn into ghosts are bad. Some may surprise you, and they might actually be quite reliable. Morse looks to Toast. What are you kidding? That hotel ghost was a total freak. It made me and Kobu see all kinds of weird shit. No joke. Ghosts be mad evil. You and Morse smack yourselves in the forehead. What will you two do now? We'll pick up the pieces and rebuild. We'll look over this business to carry on our grandparents' dream. And we owe to those who have been hurt to turn this hotel into a place of healing. So, thank you, all of you, for saving us in the hotel. One more thing. Were any of you expecting another guest? No, why? It was just when I came to, I was at the pool, and there was someone else floating in the water beside me. He didn't seem hurt or anything, but I called a cab to take him to the hospital just to be sure. He was an interesting fella. He said he was watching the show about a blue dog and her family. Then the person got nostalgic about his dead mum. One minute he was wishing he could see her face again. He went to look through the family's old belongings and found a really old book. Said he read a few lines from it when he heard a voice promising he could see his mom again if he agreed to help them, and then wham! No idea how he got here. It was like he was dreaming for days when he was a kid again, eating her meals, and BAM! He was floating in a pool. The four of you exchange concerned looks with each other before you speak up. Well, at least he sounds like he's fine. I wonder how he ended up there. Several hours ago. I, Famine, have tracked down... Hang on, let me do it. I, Famine, have tracked down the location of the convict Kobu. Now, from the new information General Knox sent over, Kobu is possibly being aided by others. An information which I have confirmed, because I have been spying on Kobu ever since yesterday. Therefore, what better way for me to get to him by capturing his supposed allies, starting with... Wait, what's going on in there?
It's time to drink water.
No, how can this be? I just got here. Curse you, Kobu, I swear, I will have my revenge for the day you took my last cafeteria pudding. You know this drop is going a lot longer than I thought. Maybe I... I'm so... Oh my God. Hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up. Victory? I guess? Oh my God.
That was beautiful. Please allow us to repay you. We don't have much, but Morris raises a hand. That's all good. There was already a bounty on the ghost here, and we're just here to collect. Which reminds me, I need to make a phone call. Please feel free to use our hotel line at the counter. In fact, we'd like to treat you to an all-expense-paid stay here. I'm not sure how much a night's stay at an old shabby hotel is going to be You elbow Lucien in the stomach and he frowns. Thank you for your kindness. The duo respond with synchronized warm smiles. I'll go and prepare the other amenities for all of you to use. The hot spring should be ready by evening time. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I really could use some rest. My arms are sore from all that fighting. We have several massage chairs in the recreation room. It's just next to the hot spring. Massage chairs? It baffles the mind what mortals will create for comfort. Ta-ta, you three! I'll see you later unless there are more pressing matters to attend to. Life is a lie and nothing is real. I have crippling depression. Ta-ta, you three! I'll see you later unless there are more pressing matters to attend to. Oh, Lucien, wait! Moore steps closer to the male receptionist. I should probably finish up what's left of this job. Gotta go claim the bounty. You got a phone I can use, Mr. Receptionist? Of course. Great, so everyone take a load off. I'll meet you guys when I'm free. No part of you wants to talk to everyone about what you went through. You're grossly aware of how exhausted you are. Time for reflection can come later. You and Toast are the only people left in the middle of the lobby. You both look at each other. Things feel awkward still, but for a different reason. You tired? I'm actually pretty buzzed. I suppose absorbing all that power would do that to you. You're still you, right? Pretty much, I don't feel all that different. Wait, I'm not going to turn into that weird tree thing, am I? I'm not really the expert on souls. That's more of a Mare's thing, but I don't think so. The end has been holed up in this hotel for who knows how long, consuming souls and fattening itself up. Without a body, I'm not surprised it turned into that. Toast looks at his hands. So this body thing is really that valuable. You don't know the half of it. His powers are a curiosity, but there's something more pressing to talk about if you could find a way to form the sentences. We should be on the lookout for anything strange, though. You're a ghost yourself, and absorbing soul energy can be very detrimental. How did you do that anyways? I have no idea. I just remembered hearing your voice about the promise we made. You blush. All I could think about was not to give up. Hearing that from him makes you feel good about yourself. Toast, thank you for saving me. I do have a mean right hook. It wasn't just then. I heard your cries before I came to find you in your mind. Really? What'd I say? I think you cried more than say anything. What? That's lame. I'm always wanted to say some cool one-liners like all the action heroes in the movies. Really? What cool line could you have said while I was literally getting sucked to death? Maybe something like, "He who sucks last sucks the hardest." You shake your head at his reply. Still the hyena smiles, somewhat satisfied that he could lighten the mood. Hey, His toothy smile is now replaced with a sheepish grin as he scratches at the back of his head. You wouldn't want to check out the pool and dock, would ya? His sudden bashfulness catches you off guard. Yeah, let's do that. You both reach the poolside without saying anything to each other. As you both stand at the edge of the shallow poolside, he turns to you. You think of what and how to say it, the elephant in the room, the day Toast died. Luckily, Toast alleviates you of any responsibility. I bet you have questions about what you saw in my mind. I do. Toast sighs. He turns to look at the pool, then back to you. It was the shittiest day. Got even shitter when I realized I was later lined up with a bunch of other souls ready to be processed like livestock. Remember, I was looking for him amongst the other souls. The whole experience was one bad joke. I'd always see the back of him, but every time I tried to reach him, he got further and further away. Saw his soul get launched up after he got into that big old building that valued us dead people. Thought I would join him, but I ended up stuck down there instead. You scratch the back of your head, feeling a little shame that your own system was what separated Toast from his brother, but at the same time you knew it was just part of the process. It must have been hard, being separated from your brother like that. It wasn't even about where we went, just... I never got to tell him I was sorry. Although no amount of sorry could fix what I did to him. If it wasn't for me, he could still be alive. Probably have a wife and kids by now. PB always talked about starting a family. He turns to the pool and sniffles softly. Toast. You step closer to him. Slowly your hand extends out with such delicacy, fearing that he would break at the slightest touch. Your fingers lock together and you hold his hand. I feel you hurting, even back then in that memory, but I never doubted that you loved your brother. Toast grips your hand back. Although he's trembling, all you need to be now is with him. Toast lets go of your hand and suddenly dunks his head into the pool. Toast, what are you doing? He pulls his head and slaps himself several times. Toast? Get in the zone, Toast! There's no time for tears! Toast. It's okay to cry. I know it's okay, but there's more reasons to smile than to cry. We beat that weird ghost, saved them siblings, and yet we're still here. Yeah, we are. More importantly, we're one step closer to fulfilling our bacon promise. So that's why you want to get to up above, to be with PB again. Toast looks up to the skies and back at you. Yeah, I didn't do right by him before, but if there's a chance at us being a family, I'm taking it. He needs this promise to happen. I can't tell him I don't know how to make it happen, not after earlier. And I'll do all in my power to make it happen, to our bacon promise. Bacon promise! He pulls you in for a hug. You blush as your face presses against his chest. Feeling comfortable, you reach for his hips and return the hug. Now let's start our victory party. You can party on your own, Toast. I'm going back to the room. I'm not sure if the ghost messed with my stuff. Yeah, let's boot up the TV and raid the mini fridge. It's complimentary after all. Huh, I did want to know what a $10 can of soda would taste like. You both head back to your room. Fortunately, your room appears undisturbed. After checking your things, you both decide to watch the movie channel on the hotel TV. The hyena, eager to indulge in the many films he has missed since his passing, takes a seat right in front of the wall-mounted screen. An old movie about a kid who could see ghosts is playing on the channel, but you can't really focus. You sit on the bed with 2 pillows stacked up behind. You're losing your fight against your fatigue to stay awake. In your half-awake state, your mind hopscotches from one thought to another, from the joy of defeating the enemy to the memory of what you experienced in your mind, and finally, how King is still stuck in the underworld. Your frustration slowly grows with how far you are from saving your dear friend. You mull over your perceived lack of progress until at exactly 7:30, the phone in your pocket buzzes. You groan before answering. Hello? Hey, sorry for taking so long. Where are you guys? We're in the room. Cool. The receptionist tells me the hot spring is ready. I'm hopping in right now. You want to come? You roll off the bed. Your back kisses the hard floor and is followed by a loud thud and a silent groan. Call to Toast with one hand holding the phone closer to your chest. You give Toast's shoulder a tap. Morris is going to the hot spring. You want in? Heck yeah! What's a hot spring anyway? Never been to one. I'll explain on the way. You turn your attention back to your call. Toast and I will join you. Do we need to bring anything down? Nah, Kuya said they've prepared the towels and the toiletries for us. It's just a matter of not having any kimonos for us to wear. So, either bring some fresh clothes or reuse the ones you're already wearing. Sure. Oh, we should get Lucien to join in too. I already found him. Listen. Lucien snores loudly into the phone. Wow, Lucien is sleeping? Is the sky falling or something? Morris laughs. Alright, I'll see you guys in the locker room. Just head straight from the reception counter. You'll be in the reception room. You'll be in the recreation room. Then go through that room and you'll reach the hot spring locker room. Got it. See you guys there. You end your call. When you turn back to Toast, he's already by the door in his underwear. Let's go! Wait, take your clothes, that isn't a pool. The hot spring locker room is bare, even more so with so few guests today. Morris and Lucien are mid-undressing when you both arrive. Oh, looks like we're late to the party. Get undressed, you two. We've got to wash up in the cubicles first before we can enter the hot spring. Lucien is grinning from ear to ear as he keeps his shirt and jewelry away. Lucien, you look excited for a bath. Looking forward to the eye candy, huh? What eye candy? We're the only ones here. Exactly! The hyena winks at the boar who in turn flusters up. Putting that comment aside, bathing is one of the few things we do in Up Above quite regularly. After all, cleanliness is next to godliness. I shower whenever I can. Tracking down ghosts and undoing curses takes up a lot of time. Sometimes I don't bathe for weeks on end. That's terrible! I have deodorant to cover it up. That's definitely not enough. You better take a long soak later in your hot spring. What do you mean by that? This is a communal hot spring. Everyone's soaking at the same time. Excuse me? We aren't getting a hot spring to ourselves. No way, that's way too inconvenient. People all bathe together usually. The angel grabs the side of his head and his jaw drops in shock. Toast proceeds to poke the shocked angel on the cheeks. As you undress, Morse comes over. Hey, how are you holding up? I know we didn't really get the time to decompress. I'm fine, I think. Come on, something on your mind, I won't charge a consultation fee. It's just... You look over at Toast continuously poking Lucian. Is it bad that sometimes I get swept up in the moment and I don't worry about King? I wouldn't say it's an unrelatable feeling. I know what it's like to worry about someone you care about, especially when their life is on the line. Especially when it feels like you have the power to make a difference. Every second they aren't here with you feels like you're doing something wrong. It does, but what do I do about this feeling? Think about it this way. If the shoe was on the other foot, how would you want him to feel? I'd never want him to worry to this degree. I mean, knowing him, he'd get sick before he could even reach me. Exactly, so keep your chin up and take it one moment at a time. We're getting closer, and you'll need all your strength when the time comes. Thanks, Morris. I suppose I'll take your advice into consideration. Hey, you mentioned you could relate. Who are you trying to save? Morris puts a finger to his mouth to indicate his silence. You gotta keep some secrets, especially from the devil himself. Enough with the poking! Angel Boy's nervous, what's wrong? Worried you might see something you like. No, I am not nervous about being naked. It's just I've never had to be so exposed around so many people. Great, don't want you missing out on this bonding experience. Lucian gulps. After undressing completely with only the towels provided to cover your modesties, most of you take a brisk but thorough shower in the stalls, except for Lucian, who seems to take forever to get ready for the hot spring. Once the angel is done with the shower, you all head in. The outside hot spring has a more natural aesthetic compared to the more stone-cold appearance of the hotel. Do I need to censor? I don't think I do. Yellow bamboo walls cover the surroundings, separating the hot spring from the rest of the mountain area. Warm steam rises above the waters, giving the place an almost ethereal quality. Oh, that is convenient. That is convenient. That is convenient censoring. Developers, thank you. That is very convenient censoring. Toast, what are you doing? Unhand my towel this instant. The hyena has the angel's towel in one hand while Lucian pulls with both of his hands to keep himself covered. Come on, didn't you read the sign when you were coming in? You can't bring these things into the water. I know that. I just need to cover my unmentionable. We're all dudes here, there's nothing to cover up. Come on, the faster you take it off, the faster we can get this party going. Just let me do it. As her banter carries on, you enjoy the embrace of the warm waters on your naked form. Your muscles already feel looser as the heat massages your entire body. Your ears flick down when you hear Morris's deep groans. He rubs his back against the rock behind. It makes his pot belly stick out more. Wait. Oh, Morris's fingers. I didn't notice them before. The temperature is just right. You reach a state of relaxation where your brain loses almost all vocabulary. The seconds trickle by and your heartbeat slows. All your focus is put on how good this feels, being surrounded by allies and just taking it in. Let go! Just like that, your focus pops away. No, you let go! You first! With one mighty pull, Toast rips Lucian's towel away. His swing blows away the cloud of steam covering the hyena's lower half, and your eyes widen. Whoa! Lucian loses his balance and falls into the water. Toast laughs loudly while gripping his stomach. Lucian's growls make small bubbles float up around his mouth. See, it isn't so bad. Your jaw hangs low as you try to register what you saw briefly. How did I not notice that hanging between his legs earlier? Running through your memory of that locker room to the hot spring, you realize you've been looking at Toast's back the entire time. Lucian slaps the water, causing some of it to splash on top of Toast's body. You are so lucky that the waters are keeping me hidden. If not, I would exercise you on the spot. You say that, but I know deep down you're into me. Toast blows an air kiss at the angel and laughs heartily. Jeez, can you guys be any noisier? You're going to wake the dead again. Lucian turns his head away from Toast in a huff. It's then that Toast looks at you. What's wrong, partner? Water's too hot for you? No, what was between your legs? What, you mean this? Stands up and swings his hips at you. The assaulting appendage waves hello. Dude, don't wag that around. I can make an error. Let's shoot it off of him. Hey, hands off the merchandise. You think it was cheap for me to get that attachment to him? What? You gave him that? When? When I fixed his burnt body, remember? I mentioned an upgrade. I still think my real one was Mas Grande. Crap, now you've put that thought in my head. Hey, nothing to be ashamed of. I think about my junk lots of times, too. This conversation is borderline juvenile. Agreed. You're just saying that because you're insecure. Insecure? Morris stands up. Oh no. The two naked men walk over to the middle of the hot spring and bump chests. Do I look insecure? Impressive, but you're nowhere near me. Yeah, cause I way outsize you. Ain't that right, Kobu? What, me? Please, I'm obviously bigger. Which is it, Kobu? You know what? This hot spring isn't so bad. I can feel the luster returning to my fur. So ends your very steamy hot spring night. That was beautiful. That entire scene was beautiful. I wish it could have been longer. That night, while Morris is deep in slumber in the next bed, and Lucien went out patrolling, you find yourself not being able to fall asleep. Toast. You call it in a hushed tone to the ghost sleeping on the sofa right across from you. He rolls on his side to face you. Yeah? He answers back softly. You're not asleep. Kinda chilly over here on the couch. You open your blanket to an empty side of the bed. Lots of room here. Care to join me? He smiles and nods. Toast slides into your bed. He stretches out his arms so you can rest your head on his bulging bicep. As the two of you are hidden by the covers, you both giggle to each other. You become deeply aware of your heartbeats, of his warm breath and that beauty in his eyes. You whisper to him, Toast, warm enough for you? Mm-hmm. Despite the growing heat inside your body, your lips tremble. Your words fail you. And then he kisses you on the forehead. Good night, Kobu. Good night, Toast. He closes his eyes and so do you, but that night you are too hot and bothered to sleep soundly. Oh wait, hang on, let me just... Gonna go through the things. Should have been me kissing Lucien. Should have been me! I don't know what their update schedule is. Sad. Anyways. We're finally getting back to Devil's Gambit tomorrow. So prepare for that. Stay safe, have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow.